ancient Greece, during the height of its cultural and artistic achievements, there lived a renowned sculptor named Pygmalion. His skill in creating lifelike statues that captured the essence of beauty and grace was unmatched. Despite his fame, Pygmalion was tormented by a relentless pursuit of perfection in his art. Driven by a desire to create his magnum opus, Pygmalion embarked on sculpting a statue that would surpass all others. He secluded himself in his workshop, chiseling away at marble with unwavering dedication. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Pygmalion meticulously crafted every curve and contour of his masterpiece. As the statue took shape, it became clear to Pygmalion that this creation was different. The figure that emerged from the stone was not just a sculpture, but a manifestation of his deepest ideals of beauty. Her form was graceful and elegant, with each curve and contour meticulously crafted to perfection. Her eyes, carved with intricate attention to detail, seemed to hold a depth of emotion, as if they could see into the very soul of the observer. He named her Galatea, inspired by the myth of the sea foam from which she seemed to emerge, capturing the essence of both the ethereal and the earthly. Pygmalion placed Galatea in the center of his workshop, and soon her fame spread far and wide. People from distant lands came to marvel at her beauty, and poets composed verses in her honor. Yet, for Pygmalion, admiration soon turned into an obsession. He spent every waking moment with Galatea, neglecting his other works and withdrawing from society. He fell deeply in love with Galatea. One evening, as Pygmalion gazed at Galatea with an ache in his heart, he closed his eyes and prayed fervently for her to come to life so that he could truly be with her. Moved by his unwavering love and devotion, a benevolent spirit, stirred by Pygmalion's plight, decided to grant his wish. With a gentle breath, the spirit infused life into Galatea, and she opened her eyes, alive and breathing. Pygmalion was overwhelmed with joy when Galatea first came to life. They spent their first days together in a blissful reverie, exploring the newfound reality of each other's company. Pygmalion delighted in teaching Galatea about the world, sharing stories of gods and heroes, and marveling at her animated responses. However, as days turned into weeks, Pygmalion began to notice imperfections. Galatea, once an idealized vision of beauty, now had human flaws. Her laughter, once a sweet melody, sometimes sounded harsh and discordant. Her movements, while graceful, occasionally lacked the fluidity of her sculpted form. She stumbled, fumbled, and even made mistakes. More troubling for Pygmalion was her independent mind. She had her own thoughts, desires, and opinions, which often differed from his own. One evening, as they sat under the stars, Galatea expressed a desire to visit the bustling markets of Athens. Pygmalion, who had always preferred the solitude of his workshop, felt a pang of irritation. He had sculpted her to be his perfect companion, yet she now sought experiences and interactions that he had not anticipated. She questioned his methods, challenged his ideas, and even critiqued his newer works. At first, Pygmalion was dismayed. His flawless creation had transformed into a being with imperfections and complexities he had not envisioned. One day, as they walked through a meadow filled with wildflowers, Galatea paused to pick a small, imperfect bloom. She handed it to Pygmalion with a smile. "Look," she said, "it's not perfect, but it's beautiful in its own way." In that moment, Pygmalion understood. true beauty lay not in the pursuit of unattainable perfection, but in the acceptance of imperfection. It was the unique qualities of each individual, the quirks and flaws, that made life rich and meaningful. He realized that his love for Galatea was deeper and more profound than any admiration for a flawless statue. It was a love for a living, breathing person with all her complexities and imperfections. Pygmalion began to see the beauty in Galatea's imperfections. He realized that her laughter, even when imperfect, brought warmth and joy into his life. Her independent spirit and unique perspectives challenged him, pushing him to grow as both an artist and a person. Her flaws made her real, grounding her in the world in a way that no statue ever could. Through Galatea, Pygmalion learned to appreciate the beauty in the world around him. He saw it in the simple things: a child's laughter, a blooming flower, a sunset over the sea. Their relationship deepened as they explored these everyday wonders together, finding joy and meaning in the imperfections of life. The story of Pygmalion and Galatea teaches us that real beauty is not about perfection, but about the unique qualities that make each individual special. It reminds us that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and it is the imperfections that make life truly beautiful. If you like this story, I am sure you will love this real story of a son, a heartwarming story of love and loss. Please hit the like button if you liked this video, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next interesting story. Thank you for watching.